Good evening, myself and Post. It is Monday, June the 4th of June 2012, that's here it is. My name's Jack Marshall. Let's go for a ride with the Dingy Dongy. Woo! So today we have exams. It's a thing called exam block. What the hell was that? Basically the seniors year in 11 and 12, which is me, both of them actually. I'm every year 11 and 12 in the entire school. I'm the school. Wow, that's no good, is it? We get a week off, basically, from all tests. No, not tests, lessons. And we have to do exams instead. So, say, for example, I have an exam today, so I will be going to school today. If I didn't have an exam tomorrow, I don't go to school tomorrow. The only days I'm going is today and tomorrow, because the rest of the week I do not have exams. So I should be doing some fun stuff then. Studying. Well, no, my parents make me study, but they don't know that all of my classes are specifically designed for those who have zero ambition for life. So I think I'm just going to sit here and listen to music while I pretend to study. And by pretend to study, I mean I'll look at this book. This morning I went to bed at 4:30 in the morning because I was going to go to bed at like 10. I'll be like, okay, get some rest. You're going to wake up in the morning, you're going to feel fantastic, and then you're going to ace the shit out of this exam that's, you know, designed for year 3s. But no, then I'm like, oh wait, I just remembered 4chan. Which is always a struggle when you're trying to be alive. When you remember 4chan, you know you're heading down a dark and never-ending road. So I went on there. The first thread I saw was a Whose Line Is It Anyway thread. If you don't know what Whose Line Is It Anyway thread is, it's a link to a stream, a live stream of just a bunch, like a fair few hours of Whose Line Is It Anyway, the American version of that show, the improv comedy show. So I went to that. I watched about, you know, a good 6 or 7 episodes. And then I'm like, okay, it's over, it's done, they've stopped the stream, I can go to bed now. Then someone was like, okay, new stream, they posted a link to a new thread where there was another one. So then I ended up watching that until 4:30, until I looked at the clock and I was like, oh, how about that, it's 4:30 and I'm still watching Whose Line. After my exams today, I will be chilling with Scott and Sam. We shall be skating wherever the hell we want, probably somewhere. I don't know how to finish that sentence because I actually have no idea where we're going to skate. That should be fun. Woo! Right, so what I have is a DSLR. You might not have a DSLR. Shame, because they're really fun, because I can do stuff like this. This is called exposure photography, where you set your exposure time, which is the time in which the sensor is exposed to capturing light, and it captures everything within that time. So say, for example, I took a photo with an exposure time of 10 seconds, and it took me 10 seconds to walk from here to here. You would see me here, there, and everywhere in between. It's pretty cool. So what people have discovered is if you get a light, and if you shake that light around a bit like this, when you have a really high exposure time, you will have just a circle, because the exposure time is longer, so it captures everything. So what I'm thinking about doing is doing a little more of that, and just showing you my experimentations, because I think it's really cool. So, let's just go for an example. Right now I have an exposure time of 6 seconds. I reckon we can go a bit better. Let's say 10. Okay, so what we need to do is turn off all the lights. My monitor counts as a light because it's 32 inches big. Okay, so all the lights are off, and I have a flashlight right here. So I'll just wave that around for the camera. You need to make sure your iris is low. Mine's set at f.25. And here we go. So I've got it on timer too, so I have time to move. So I'll go back here, and then I'll just shake it around like a circle for a bit. It's probably really not in focus, but I think I'm just going to do it anyway. So I'm just going to keep doing this. You might see a bit of me because of reflection from the light, but here we are. That's what it looks like. I could probably use a little... That was a bit of a shitty example, but here we go. I'm just going to do a few more better examples. So, that's going to be the end of today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't too eventful. Anyway, I shall see you tomorrow. Bye!
Adjust my weary bones and carry me away. The air and the dust takes my place. A fatherless son, guided by one. She takes off her veil, teardrops hail.